Hey everyone, it's Insko here. Welcome back to another video. It's that time in the month again where I react to your songs, and this is the third time that I'm doing it. I've got 20 something submissions to go through today, which is the most I've had so far. So because of that, and because I don't want to make this video extremely long, I'm going to be splitting this video into two parts. The part that you're watching now is obviously part one, and then part two will be coming out on Wednesday. If you want to submit your songs for me to react to, there's a link in the description to your Discord server. All you have to do is click on the hashtag #SendYourSongs channel and then submit your song in there. All the information that you need to know is in there as well. And just quickly, before we get into it, I released a brand new song on Friday called 𝗦𝗚ci featuring 𝗟𝗏 𝗟𝗏. It's a melodic based song. A lot of you seem to be really enjoying it so far, and I really appreciate it. If you haven't already checked it out, the link's in the description to do so. But other than that, let's get into the video. So the first submission from today is from 𝗦𝗚ci. I think I reacted to a song by him on the first one of these videos that I made. From what I remember, it was pretty good, and this one's called Up to the Sky, so let's give it a listen. If you want to listen to the songs in their full length, all the links will be in the description to the songs that were submitted. Okay, I like the guitar so far. I think he's a rapper from what I know, so he doesn't make the instrumentals. I don't think. Maybe he does. I don't know. I'll comment on both either way.
I'm floating up to the sky and going back to the ground, crashing for you now.
Okay, this is nice.
I need my wishes now.
Nice voice. He does have a nice voice. Beat's good as well.
Came straight from hell, but gotta face some danger.
Yeah, man, it's cool. It is cool. It is cool. How they're like, those bits in the verse were slightly panned. That was cool. They're kind of like a back and forth thing. Nice little switch up. Make it very British accent. I think I said this on the first one, but 𝗦𝗚ci, we gotta make a song. I know it's down to me to come to you with a demo, but like, it's gotta happen. But no, this is clean. This is like really professional. The way that you rap and sing reminds me of this other rapper that I randomly came across. He isn't really that big, but it's called 𝗏𝗏. And the way that he kind of sings and pronounces things is really similar to how you do. And I love the way that it sounds. As far as the beat goes, don't know whether you made it or not, but really clean and professional beat. I mean, the mix in general was really clean and professional. Great track. Keep it up as always. Keep sending me new stuff, and hopefully we can work on a track soon. For the second submission, we have a song by Thizle. I don't think Thizle submitted anything before, but this song is called All I Have. Okay, straight away, quite a loud mix. I think this may be another rapper. Okay. I think so far the mix is a bit... It sounds really over-compressed. Like everything's being squished a bit too much. I want the vocal to be a bit more crispier, kind of like how 𝗦𝗚ci's were. It really feels like the bass, anytime there's an 808, it feels like the whole song just dips. I think that is because of the over-compression. Yeah, I feel like it's being drowned a bit, so it's hard for me to kind of comment on things. I mean, the beat's good, but I don't know whether you made the beat or just like download it or bought it or whatever. Yeah, I think it is all down to the mix really, and that over-compression that I said. See, here sounds better because it doesn't have the 808. Because like I said, with the 808, it feels like that's kind of pushing down the whole mix. So I think, to be honest, that song comes more down to that over-compression and the mix of the song. I mean, the beat sounded good, the vocal sounded good, but a thing to note, next time in your next song, make sure to not over-compress things, maybe look into mixing a little bit. Like I said, don't know whether you downloaded the beat or not, but the beat did sound pretty good other than that over-compression. But anyway, keep it up. The third track I've been sent to listen to is a song by CalilverKat. I don't know whether I'm saying that right or not. It's called Hazard, and it says in brackets, Exploration EP. So I'm assuming this is a song from an EP.
It must be remembered that a hydrogen bomb today
Okay, that's cool.
150 times more powerful than this atom.
Sampling a speech.
Surely these pictures prove that if humanity is to survive,
Okay, just the way that this is sounding, and also by the title, feel like it's going to be some like heavy dubstep thing. But we'll see. Oh. Oh, damn. Yeah, it definitely got something dramatic going on. Got like a nuke sound. Nuke alarm thing. Oh, here we go. It's got very loud all of a sudden. Okay. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I see the idea, or I hear the idea rather. I don't know, there's something about it, like I feel like I want it to be a bit more gritty. It feels like there's a lot of, not even necessarily low end, just kind of like mids. I want a bit more like crispier high end, and a bit more kind of aggressive low mid, like kind of distorted or something, you know? Because it feels quite like it's trying to be heavy, but it's quite tame. It feels like it gets really loud on these bits as well. Like the volume difference from that and that verse, that's a thing to note as well. Oh. That's cool. It feels like the kick has more high end than the growls. Everything could just do with a bit of distortion, a bit more kind of crispier high end, really. That's my feedback, I think. And also the volume difference of the verses and the drops. But other than that, I mean, the vibe, nailed it. You definitely hit the nail on the head with the moody kind of style. I mean, yeah, I pretty much said my feedback throughout that second drop. I don't know why I didn't wait until the end, but that's pretty much what I think of the song. Still a great song, great idea. I just think it needs a little bit of work. But other than that, keep it up. The fourth song that I'm going to be reacting to is a song by DjNOM and QEMDVOK. I'm so terrible with names. Sorry, I probably just butchered both of them. But the song's called Sorcery. I have no idea what style of music this is going to be, but let's check it out. Oh, okay. I like the piano so far. I feel like it's going to be a beat now, just from this. Let's see if I'm right. Maybe not.
Since you expected someone else. What sorcery is this?
Ooh! Jeez. Okay. Oh, this is quite liquidy. But you also got that like 8-bit kind of style as well. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. I'm trying to think of things that, in my opinion, could be improved, but like maybe a little bit louder snare. Oh, damn. Really cool sound design. Like I said, it's quite liquidy. There's a lot going on. It's quite clean at the same time. I'm a big fan of the bass as well. That's sounding nice and big. Nice, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's just sounding really full, clean, different. Yeah, really interesting. Really interesting song. That was cool. Other than maybe bringing some of the drums up a little bit, like the snare and stuff, I think it's a pretty perfect song. It's unique. It's quite liquidy and cool, but also really big at the same time. Keep up the great work. For our fifth song, we have a song by Daylight. This is a song called 𝗦min_new_17th Joel. So E minor, new song, 17th of July. I'm intrigued to see what this is. It's a private track, so I'm assuming it's a demo, but it is 4.5 minutes long. But either way, let's check it out. Ooh, okay. I'm a fan of the reverse sounds. Very clean so far. Let's see where this goes. I'm assuming this is going to be like a future bass thing. It sounds like it's going that way, which isn't a bad thing. I'm excited for it. See what the drop's like. Damn. Yeah. Nice fills. Really big. Nice. Oh, that's a cool sound. I like how that's panned as well with the delay. That's nice. Kind of like a glitchy second verse here. Yeah, this is big. This is... I feel like there's some things missing, but I'll comment more about it on the end. But so far, I mean, pretty solid. Like, really full. Oh, I thought we were going into a drop. Nope. Sick. Yeah, nice. Really full. Oh, nice outro. Okay, I feel like I'm going to have quite a detailed feedback on this. Before I give any feedback, sick song. Like, genuinely a really nice, full and interesting song. There are a few things that I think could be tweaked to make the song better, in my opinion. One of the things I'm just going to point out now, because it's what I just listened to, is that piano in the outro. That piano feels quite muddy, I guess. It'd be nicer to have kind of like a richer piano sound. You've kind of taken some of the high end off that, and I think maybe a little bit too much. Maybe making it a bit softer as well, having a nice soft piano on that outro. That guitar sound, I think it is, sounds really nice there. That fits really well. It definitely sounds like a song that needs a vocal on it as well, which I'm sure you already knew. And I feel like, especially for the first drop, it doesn't feel like it has a lead. It's like it's got chords, but there's no like lead to it. So one thing I would recommend is get in contact with a few vocalists, maybe even just try and find some vocal samples online. Then maybe mess around with vocal chops as a lead kind of thing on the drops. Or maybe just get some like electric guitar or something like that, or some synthy thing. It definitely needs something, because at the moment it's more focused on the chords, and although it's really full, it needs a lead, in my opinion anyway. This glitchy section on the second verse, cool idea, and I do like it. But I think there's certain parts of it that feel a little bit messy, where it kind of goes off beat a little bit. If you want to go for that glitchy effect, do some like little stuttering, or make it a little bit kind of choppy really quickly and stuff like that, instead of kind of delaying it and making it offbeat. Because I feel like when you make it offbeat, that then becomes a little bit messy. It's just a few sections in there. Maybe I'm being picky, but thought I'd note it. Also, this section here, how that hits on the drop, I feel like gives the wrong impression. So if I'm being completely honest, when I first heard it and I heard those chords from that first hit, I was like, oh, okay, the drop isn't as full as I expected. But then when it all came in, I was like, there it is. There's that fullness that I was expecting. And I think being hit in the face with that fullness straight away would give a much better impression than having just like the little minimalistic chords as the first impression. I hope that makes sense. But I mean, yeah, other than that, it's a really, really solid song. Like, it feels like a backbone of a song, but like a really solid backbone. And I think tweaking a few things, adding in a vocal, adding in a lead, you got yourself a banger. I really, really like this idea. And as always, keep up the great work. Next up, we have a song by Harald Revery, and it's called Clouds and Roads. Have no idea what to expect, but let's give it a listen. I feel like it's going to be like a heavier song by The Kick, but we'll see. I'll try and leave my feedback until the end, but I'll make little comments as I go along. So far, not bad. Oh, damn, okay. Really cool idea. Really cool idea. I feel like it's got kind of Martin Garrix's influence in a way. I hear a few things, the way that some things sound, that I'm like, that's like that Garrix kind of style. The idea is really cool. I do have comments that I'm gonna make, but like I said, I'm gonna make them at the end, just so that I can properly listen for everything to hear what the second drop sounded like. I think, to be honest, a lot of it comes down to that mix. It's pretty big though. Yeah, it feels like you've got kind of like a extended mix outro, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, solid ideas. So straight away, I'm going to say the intro, the kick is really clicky and really big, and I feel like for an intro, it's a bit too much. The drop is really full, but at the same time as being full, it's a little bit messy. The lead is there. I like the lead melody, but it needs to be more up front and more in your face. It should be one of the loudest things besides the kick drum. And the bass is also quite loud, but it kind of works. I don't know whether you have added things like low mid basses and stuff like that, but that will definitely fill it up a lot more as well. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of it is that mix. I think the piano section on the second verse, I think it was a little bit messy. This section here, it's like I want the piano to be a little bit louder and a bit more cleaner because it sounds a little bit muddy. And I think overall the song sounds pretty loud. I don't know whether that's because you've thrown a lot of compression on it when you mastered it or whatever, but I think maybe turning it down a couple of dB as well would help when you render it and you finish the song. But yeah, I mean, overall really sick ideas. There's a lot of Martin Garrix's influence in there, I think, anyway, but keep up the great work. For track 7, we have a song by Leftover Sounds and it's called Vita. Okay, we got another big room song. Although I think the other one was more like progressive house, but still. This is feeling like it's going to be a big room track, but we'll see. Oh, okay. I may be getting trancey vibes, actually, to be honest. I don't really know what to expect. Cool little lead sound, though. Don't know whether we're going to have a drop or whether this is going to be it. Ooh. A little bit of a pluck. Yeah, I don't know what genre of music this is. It's cool. It is cool. I mean, I want some more interesting stuff happening, whether it be like little kind of ear candy bits. I mean, I like the effects on the lead with the reverb and the ping pong delay. It's nice. Oh, okay. It just took off all of a sudden. Quite loud. Oh. Nice. That's really nice and full. Damn. Yeah, I'm liking this section a lot more. Really cool lead and cool lead sound as well. I want something more with that bass though. It's doing the same notes. I want to be surprised a bit whether it kind of cut out or play some other little notes or go up an octave or something. I feel like it needs something else to keep it interesting because it's been happening the whole time. And now I'm a bit like, okay, I want something else. This is pretty solid. This is actually a really cool idea. I like how it kind of progressed and now it's kind of coming back down again. I kind of said my feedback during the song. I don't really have anything else to say. So as this ends, I'll say, keep up the great work. Track number 8 is a song by SoundWorld. I recognize that name, so I feel like I've submitted a song before. This song's called Believe, in brackets instrumental, and it's unreleased. Let's hear how this sounds. I don't even know what genre of music this is going to be. Ooh, okay. Interesting so far. I like the sounds. Cool melody as well. It's got quite a poppy melody, I feel like. I don't think it's going to be pop though. This is clean so far. Nice piano. Here we go. Build up. Personally, I'm not a fan of those uplifter effects. Quite loud and in your face as well. That's my first initial comment. Okay. Nice idea. It's the mix. It's the mix. That's what I have comments on. All of the elements are there. Just the mix. I'll talk more about it at the end. I feel like these sections, I feel like I want a little bit more, whether it be kind of like ear candy stuff. I really like the piano though. It's just, I don't know, just something to keep it a little bit more interesting. Because it feels like a lot of the verse is quite straightforward. Hear what the second drop sounds like. Nice fake it. Really nice fake it. Yeah, this is cool. It's a really solid idea. So like I said, the verses, I feel like they need a little bit of something, whether it be like little ear candy bits or just some stuff to kind of help it feel a little bit more complicated, a bit more interesting instead of being straightforward. The drops, everything is there. Really, really nice drops. However, the mix is a little bit messy. It feels very mid and low mid based. You don't really have a lot of high end there. The lead needs to be a bit louder. It needs to kind of sit on top of those chords. And I feel like the chords are being like really pushed in that mid section where they need a bit more kind of crispy high end. But with that being said, don't completely scrap all of that low mid, because the low mid is also what helps make the song sound full. But I think pushing the high end a little bit more, bringing the volume up on the lead will also help. It's especially on this section here. When it goes down to that lower note, it sounds really too low in a way. It's got a lot of that low mid and it sounds quite muddy. It's normally about between 200 and 400 hertz. If you have too much of that, it sounds quite muddy. Also, turn down the uplifters on the build-up. Maybe add some other little sprinkly effects and stuff in there as well. But other than that, this is a really solid idea and I do really like it. Keep up the great work. Track number 9 is a track by envyx, and I recognize their name, so I feel like they've sent a track before. But this one is called Arduous. Arduous. I have no idea how to pronounce that because I apparently can't read. But let's give it a listen. Okay, interesting. Cool ideas. Cool ideas, but it sounds... By the sound of it, it sounds like you're starting out making music, which is completely fine. You know, I take any kind of submissions. This is cool. This is a cool section. The rhythm. Yeah, I see your ideas. Trying to go for more of like a dubsteppy second drop. I get what you're trying to do. I get what you're trying to do. To be honest, I think this is one of those scenarios where it's like, I can tell you're starting out making music, and my best advice is to just keep on trying, keep on watching loads of tutorials. Whatever style of music you want to make, just look up a load of tutorials, download a load of free projects, look at how people are making things, and just spend a lot of time making songs. I think that's the best way to learn, in my opinion anyway. That's how I learned how to make music. But keep on at it. Don't give up. You do have some really cool ideas, but at the moment, I think there's a lot of work. But yeah, keep on at it and keep up the good ideas. Next up, we have a track by Isohell, and it's called Remember Me. This is going to be the final song reaction for today, for part 1 anyway. So if you have submitted your song, make sure to check back for part 2. But let's give this a listen. Off the bat, I want to say, really cool cover art.
I see the light.
I'm liking this so far. I'll turn it up a little bit. Let's see where this goes. I know Isohell normally makes like dubstep stuff, so that's what I'm expecting. Yeah, that's cool. Cool vocal chop effects as well. Oh, is this where it's going to go heavy? I think it's a bit loud. The dubstep stuff is very in your face, like compared to the other stuff, it's very loud. I think that's my first initial feedback. I really like these verse sections though, and that first drop was pretty cool as well. I feel like the lead on the first drop, the way it kind of moved around, it became a little bit messy. The initial bit was cool, but then after that, I think it's a bit messy. Cool fake it. It's cool on the initial bit, but then I think the way that it slides during these sections, I think it would sound better just having the normal notes. Because it feels like it almost doesn't follow the same flow as everything else. The chords and everything are sounding really nice as well. Drums are sounding nice. Everything's sounding nice. It's just a few little things. Well, I say little things. They're big things, but they're only like small things to fix, if that makes sense. But compared to some of your other songs that I've listened to, this one's probably my favorite. I quite like it. But keep up the great work. And with that being said, that's the end of me reacting to your songs. Like I said, this is part 1, so part 2 will be out on Wednesday. But let me know what you thought of all the songs in the comment section down below, and let me know if you enjoyed the video as well. Like I said in the beginning, if you want to submit your songs, there's a link in the description to join my Discord server where you can do so. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to hit that like button. Also, subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already, because I upload new music-related content every Monday, as well as song reactions every Friday. But my name is Insko, and I'll see you in the next one.